Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome back to the channel. Huge PlayStation VR2 news video. We've got so many good stories for all of you WipeOut and futuristic racing fans. Stay tuned. Tons of new info about Flight Simulator, straight from the developers, about PlayStation version, and also we're gonna talk about Wallace and Gromit. So, let's go. And we're starting from V-Racer Hoverbike. Has finally landed on the PlayStation Store. Well, it's almost there, but you can now add it to your wishlist for PSVR2, and that alone is enough to get long-time fans excited. This game has been a dream for PlayStation VR players since the very first headset days, a true high-speed futuristic racer built from the ground up for virtual reality. You're not just steering a hoverbike, you're leaning into turns, dodging missiles and blasting rivals across 30 detailed and, I must say, awesome tracks. There's a full career mode, 7 different game types, load of customization, and even explosive combat that make every race feel like a sci-fi dogfighting on wheels. It's been in the works for years, with the Quest version recently launching to very good reviews, and now PlayStation VR2 players can finally look forward to joining the action. I'm so happy that it's finally 100% official. It is there on the store. Go and wishlist it. And speaking about wishlisting things, Wallace and Gromit are coming to PlayStation VR2. The Ground Getaway is now up to wishlist on PlayStation Store. This one cozy narrative VR adventure. You tinker with contraptions, solve light puzzles and hitch a very British holiday that, as you can predict, goes hilariously off the track. And just basically shit hits the fan. For context, it's already out on MetaQuest for $12.99/euros, so about 10 quid, where it launched with a bonus mixed reality minigame called Jamtastic. Very nice. Reviews on Quest are calling it charming and funny, faithful to Artman's vibe, though a bit on a shorter side and sometimes a touch clunky. Think of it more like a delightful family evening rather than a epic saga. Now, speaking about epic things, we are gonna talk about Flight Simulator because the developer gave us so many updates. They've done a live stream, so I've been there watching it, caught up on it, I mean. So, listen, let's just quickly talk about it. Let's go. First up, crossplay, and there is no crossplay with Xbox and PC at the launch because they've got different authentication. Is basically a separate product, and yes, that means that your Xbox PC Marketplace buys won't carry over to PlayStation 5. Now let's talk about peripherals and your flight sticks because that proved to be a bit tricky for the developers. It is a bit messy on PlayStation, they're saying, as some sticks only work with PlayStation 4 titles, but the one that it's fully supported on PlayStation 5 at launch is the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 4, which is the same sticks what some of you probably owns from Ace Combat 7 days. If you got that one, don't have to be Ace Combat branded, any T-Flight HOTAS 4, it will work in your flight simulator. But also they spoke about the DualSense and they tuning inputs and taking advantage of PlayStation 5 features like haptics, controller speaker output and the touchpad for some functions. Now for the version parity, when the PlayStation 5 releases, the PlayStation 5 build ships align with Sim Update 4. Now let's talk about Marketplace. I was asked about it as well, if we're gonna have to make our own Microsoft account to play this. Now they're saying separate product, so you know what? I said in my replies in comment that probably yes, but gathering all this info, I mean it's not 100% clear, but now I'm like 50-50. You might not need Microsoft account actually to play it, since it's gonna be different authentication and it's different product, that's what they're saying. Anyway, let's talk a bit about the marketplace on PlayStation 5, because of course there is some changes to that as well. So it's gonna be phased rollout. At launch they're gonna keep first party only for the stability of the game. They don't want, of course, release the game and then it's plenty of crashes, but they saying around spring they're gonna start carefully adding the third party content, including WASM, which is their like a different way of adding stuff to the game. Prices are set by the developers, not by them, so they might be different than on the PC marketplace, I don't know. But for the first party pricing, it's all stay the same as it is on other platforms. Now, let's talk about add-ons compatibility, and they're saying everything should work. They already begun a closed PlayStation 5 beta, so this is itself big news because they already playing the game. Well, they're making it, but I mean they got it really like nicely working on PS5, just ironing the kinks. But anyway, they're saying so far there was no major PlayStation specific bugs, and that's what the beta is basically for. And now listen, this is a game that runs on other console, Xbox, which itself is quite similar to PS5 anyway, so they got experience about that, so probably that's why at the moment there is not too much, not too much problem with it. But also, that's not the only thing they've been talking about, because they spoke about something else as well. And this is something what is very popular with the many players, and this is Red Bull Air Race, which is awesome things itself. And to do that in VR especially is great. So, they're saying it is in active preparation for PlayStation 5, and also the test pilots are flying it, and they're saying the feedback is fun but challenging, which is something as it should be. So regarding PlayStation 5 version, tons of new info. Of course, everything on PlayStation 5 gonna translate to PlayStation VR2 version, which gonna be released sometime after the PlayStation 5 hits the store, so 2026. But when it comes to this live stream from the developers, they did not mention PlayStation VR2 at all as of yet, but of course we know it's 100% coming. I'm assuming they're gonna mention it in future live streams, and of course once they do them live streams, and listen, they can be like 1.5, 2.5 hours long, they are long, but also they providing a lot of information. So when they do another one, I be there here for you to extract the most important info and let you know all about it. But of course, if you want to watch a live stream yourself, I'm gonna link it in the video description. I'm super excited for Flight Simulator. I'm gonna cover it extensively, pre-launch, during the launch, and also post-launch with some virtual reality Flight Simulator content. So stay tuned to the channel because it's a game that I really like, and I definitely gonna enjoy playing loads of it on the channel here. And also, you're gonna get all the info you need first from me, as soon as I get my hands on it. Also, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And I've got another channel called Planko PP when I play Planet Coaster 2. And down there I'm building some fun stuff, I think. So if you want to support me down there, then please subscribe down there as well. And for now that's it. Bye.